Isn't it nice when you realize how blessed you have been as a single man over the years? Seriously, when you come out of a relationship and discover that being single isn't as bad as you thought it was, your entire life path is called into question. Many men before the rise of men who did their own way, dare not imagine being single and free for a lifetime, especially for what Coach Greg Adams calls the cult of monogamy. Constant attempts to drag you into love and relationships. These people seem to have no choice but to find a mate, sacrifice the rest of their lives and get married. If you don't go this route, then you have a problem. That's the sickness of the cult of monogamy, because they don't want you to live the damn life you want. Because if you're happy being single and free, then you're a direct threat to everything you believe in. So what are they doing? They blame their marriage and relationship on those around them until everyone is miserable together. Because, as we all know, misery loves company. Let me be honest with you, some people are very successful in marriage and monogamy. However, they represent a minority, so we cannot follow their example, especially when one or both partners die to judge the success of the marriage. Don't forget the wedding bow that says till death do us part. So I don't want to hear nonsense. Even if couples have been married for 30 years, marriage is a lifetime commitment, not a long-term commitment. So, you need to understand what a successful marriage looks like. How many surviving elderly people in successful marriages can we get advice on finding a good wife in sparsely populated areas? Do you understand me? It's already an uphill battle. It's just that we want to find a good wife and make the marriage work. It's already a losing battle. Not only that, the woman of yesterday is not the same type of woman as the woman of today. So it's much harder to find a good woman for monogamy, let alone marriage. Even the Virgos of today have a different mindset than the Virgos of the past. Today, society thinks Virgos are weird, or if they have no sexual experience, they have a problem. This applies not only to men, but also to women. Even if you get a Virgo, at some point she'll want to see what she's missing, especially when their wrecking 304 friends bend their ears and lead them like lambs to these streets to be slaughtered. Gentlemen, there is no more safety net. Even if you get a flawless woman, with so much temptation and the rampant 304 culture in society, you can no longer trust that even a Virgo will stay with you and remain faithful. There have been enough stories of husbands who married a Virgo and she ended up cheating on him to prove that monogamy and marriage are no longer worth it. Even if you find a woman who fits the profile of a married woman, it will be successful. So I say all this for told you that the road to monogamy and marriage won't be a road for most men just because the time and women we have today are not relationship and marriage material. To be fair, many men also dislike monogamy and marriage, like poke and scamdemic. This is not a one-size-fits-all approach. The same should be true of marriage and monogamy. It's not one size fits all. I firmly believe that some people are meant to be single. Others, by contrast, benefit greatly from relationships and monogamy. So the cult of monogamy needs to stop imposing its desires and beliefs on those who should or want to be single and let them live their damn lives. The cult of monogamy, especially among men, demonizes men because men live life on their own terms and are free to do what they want. All because these people cannot see themselves freely, or in the case of women, they benefit from sacrificing their men so they have an incentive to bring you back to the plantation. It's really disgusting that people put off relationships and marriages with other people, especially when they are so disastrous. But I understand. People have been selling out relationships and marriages for generations. So if you decide to break the rules, the system will attack you like in the Matrix and try to make you comply. So always expect that most people won't support you if you decide to be single. So you have to be ready to lose people and be put to the test and live your damn life the way you want without apology. At this point in my life, no one can tell me whether to get married or to be in a relationship. I don't care what anyone says, because I know that when I'm in the belly of the beast or in the abyss and I'm going to get a divorce, no one will come to my rescue or be by my side to support me. Also, you should have the same mindset. If you really want to be single, don't let anyone derail you just to make them feel better. Because at the end of the day, it's your only life, not hers. Well, it's time to talk about why being in a relationship with a modern woman will make you happier in 2022. You should know you have to hit the like button or I'll let you swim with the fish, if you know what I mean. Don't fuck with me. Alright, let's get started. The number one reason men are happier being single is that they escape the expectation of being the tiller of an ungrateful family. You see, gentlemen, your wives and children will not appreciate all the sacrifices and hard work you put into caring for and protecting them. They won't, thank you. And they won't go out of their way to let you know that 9 times out of 10 they appreciate you. So if you have a family or want one, this is what's waiting for you. Many men who choose to be single and have no family quickly find that they don't have to deal with family and society's expectations of their work. Sadly, it was for those closest to them who didn't even show a little gratitude. So once men realize that all their money is in their pockets, they can do whatever they want, like a switch in their head. Then they realize that they can live their lives on their own terms and be happy for themselves without the care and attention of others. Most men who start relationships and start families never feel this bliss and this burden being lifted from their shoulders as they are constantly working on the hamster wheel and caring for their twilight years. They don't even get credit for their hard work and sacrifices because their families take it for granted. Your family will think that's what these men are supposed to do, and as long as the bills are paid and the food is on their stomachs, they don't care. It's too bad some daughters think of daddy as their purse, and even the dog values what their husband does for him more than the people he loves. This is the sad reality that men face. Thankfully, men who choose a different path today don't have to go through that feeling of being alone and bad anymore because they can live their own lives and do what they want without the whining, complaining and complain, even if they are privileged. Gentlemen, I have a YouTube channel about trying to make money. I'll link it in the description and pin the comment so you can support me by subscribing. I just need a few of you to sign up and I'll make a profit halfway. Thank you brothers for your support. I thank all of you. The second reason why men are happier single is that they can have peace, quiet and freedom. I regret to tell you that once you have a woman you can never have peace, tranquility and freedom. It's actually impossible because modern women don't know how to give men all these things, and they don't want to give it to you. Women like to talk and create drama so they can test you and see if you are tough, so you can never be at peace with all the yelling and nagging, which is also quiet because they don't know when and how to shut up. They want to be heard and seen. This is where the problem lies. Freedom is just flushed down the toilet. Because once a woman is under your command, you can no longer do whatever you want, especially if you are married and have kids. Forget freedom. You'll have to work forever to keep everyone in your stable family happy. This is the price you have to be willing to pay if you choose one woman over your life. Sadly, most men don't even know they really want peace, quiet and freedom. They don't get a chance to consider this option because these men have wives. She ended the possibility of that man discovering the value of his peace and quiet and freedom and how lucky he was to be single. This confuses a lot of men because they are constantly on the relationship hamster wheel, never consciously taking time out of relationships to see if being single is a good option for them. If they are single and have peace and freedom, it goes without saying to them. Because these people are so focused on how alone they are that they never appreciate how good it feels to walk around naked in their own house and not hear a thing. Believe me, brethren, once you have tasted peace, tranquility, and freedom, you will be happy in it. To be clear, happiness is not something you should strive for or live for. Happiness is just a fleeting feeling and emotion that comes and goes, nothing more. So understand that most of your life will be boring and ordinary happiness is the pinnacle of life. What people should pursue is contentment and happiness, no matter what their economic situation is. If you can do well, be content, and strive for more, I think you'll have a better quality of life than chasing happiness. Mind you, all those lemmings who say they want to be happy and pursue it are always ruining their lives and the lives of those around them. Most of them are not happy. Just look at women and you'll see what I mean. They are always chasing happiness only to spoil and ruin their life and those around them. So men, be content and grateful that your breath is still in your body instead of worrying about being happy. It came when it should come. But don't live your life to be happy. You might be happy with your life. So that was it with today's video, and until the next video, stay noble.